I love being an announcer, and that's what I really wanted to do. But Eric Bischoff, had a thorn up his ass about me and didn't like me, and that's why he brought me back as a manager, because he knew that's not what I wanted to do.
So Bischoff had taken over.
Yeah, Bischoff had taken over. So.
Were you originally happy that Bischoff had taken over?
And he used to be like, after working with Jim Ross, who is the best. No one before him and no one after him is as good as Jim Ross. And me and Jim would bang those segments out. I mean, at the count, at the 30-second, and then the 10, 9, 8, wrap it up. I mean, and Jim and I would wrap those things. We were a one-take kind of people. I mean, and Jim just oozes greatness, and then it would ooze on to me a little bit, and we would be rolling on our stuff. Then, like, I'd spend the whole day taping all my shows. Then I'd have to go in there and tape the stuff with Bischoff. And it was just like he could never count it down and get it down to the 30-second or the minute or the thing. And it was like over and over and over. And it's like I missed airline flights because of him. And I would have to call up because I'd had special meals on my airline flight, and I'd have to call and get, and cancel my flight and see if I could get my meal on the next flight. And it's just like, because I lived in LA at the time, and I was, flying in to Atlanta every week or every other week to do my shows. And it was just like, oh my God, is it over and over? And by the time you do it like 6-7 times, it just doesn't even look that good anymore. But it was horrible. But, I'm thinking he was trying to sell this kids team sports challenge thing. And he came out to LA. I let him stay at my house. I let him drive my 1963 Corvette, to go around and try to sell this kids teams challenge show. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to be great. And I congratulated him when he got the job. I even had bought him, I had bought all the announcers Christmas presents. I got him ties. I even bought him one, I thought Bischoff was a friend of mine. And, I congratulated him when he got the job, but I had no idea that, he had hard ass on, hard on whatever for me, and he didn't like me and everything. And, that's just, and it is what it is, and I got fired later on after all that. But,
What do you think of the overall job you did? Because I find sometimes he's overrated because
I think he's really overrated, because I think with all that talent, anybody could have done a good job with the talent that they had. But the talent that you had, if you couldn't make it run, then you're really a numbskull.
That's a very good point that not a lot of people bring up. What was this whole situation? Maybe you can clear it up, that apparently your breasts came out on an event by accident.
Oh yeah, when it was in Asheville, North Carolina, and it was the Nasty Boys versus Hawk and somebody else. I forget. Anyway, one of the Nasty Boys always was getting hurt and messed up, and so the finish was messed up, so they had to stop the clock. And so they told me to get in the ring and to jump on Sting's back. So I get in the ring and I jump on Sting's back, and Sting, throws me off, and then they, ding, 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 ding. And then when I came up, my rod came down and a little bit of my boobage was hanging out. And so Hawk was going, kayfabe the boob. Kayfabe the boob. And I looked down and I was like, whoops. And a photographer got a picture of it. And so when, a couple weeks later, when we went into the photo studio to have new promo pictures of me and the Nasty Boys up, there was an 8x10 photo of me and my boob, hanging on the wall. And I was just like, I took it down, I wrinkled it up, and I threw it away, and then something told me, you need to get that. And so I got it out, and I went to Eric, and I was like, Eric, I want an apology. This is ridiculous. This is something, and he didn't take it serious. He was just like, whatever.